Hey everybody, this is Anthony's Horror and More, and today I want to talk to you guys about a little movie called The Loved Ones. Yes, The Loved Ones. This was recommended to me by Allie after I reviewed The Devil's Candy. This is another Sean Byrne directed film, and it is batshit crazy in all the right ways. It's sick, it's twisted, it's bloody, it's gory. It's pretty much everything you want. I mean, the cover basically tells you what you're going to get. It's pretty much impossible for me to talk about this movie at all without getting into some mild spoilers. So I just, suggest that you just go watch it blind, honestly, if you haven't seen it. But I will get into the basic plot of the film now. So, yeah, so just go check it out. I highly recommend it. This was an excellent movie. But yeah, the basic plot is this kid named Brent, he's in high school, getting ready to graduate. He's learning how to drive with his dad. And there's this kid out in the middle of the road, around his age, all bloodied up and everything. There's blood on his chest, like he's been carved into, and all this stuff. And Brent sees him, swerves out of the way, hits a tree, and his dad ends up dying. So now Brent is very depressed, obviously. He feels guilty. He feels like he killed his father, even though it was just a tragic accident. And, he's just trying to forget it, and just trying to move on with his life. Much like The Devil's Candy, this kid is also into like heavy metal music, rock music, stuff like that. He's wearing a Metallica t-shirt, just like the daughter was wearing in The Devil's Candy, which I thought was like a nice touch. And yeah, so he's into all that. He's into, which obviously I'm guessing the director Sean Byrne is probably really into heavy metal and all this kind of stuff. It seems to be a theme throughout his films. But yeah, they play some good music in this. And your lead antagonist is this lady right here, Lola Stone, which is an anagram for lost and alone, which the director didn't even mean to do, but somebody at this panel pointed it out, and he was like blown away by it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And she asked Brent out to go to prom. We go to prom with me, and he says no because he's got a girlfriend already. And yeah, she takes it a little harsh. She's a princess, and she's used to getting what she wants. And yeah, so her and her dad end up, well, it's her dad, really. So Brent, is feeling depressed, and, he's wanted to be alone before he went to prom with his date and everything. So, he's just went to be alone and everything. And her dad ends up, kidnapping him. He finds him alone, kidnaps him, and takes him back to their house. And they God, it's so fucked up. Like I said, it's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it, really. But some mild spoilers. They tie him to this chair, and they inject his vocal cords with bleach, so to make it, so he can't talk, which I guess is something another serial killer I was reading about also did. He was, notorious for doing that, so it's like a real thing. I guess Sean Byrne even told this lady right here, this actress, whose name is Robin McLeavy, who's actually also in a show called Hell on Wheels, which I really liked. I knew she looked familiar, and I was like, I know her from Hell on Wheels or whatever. She's just missing the tattoos that are right here. But yeah, excellent actress. And I'll tell you what, this role alone could, kind of makes me, she almost feels like, she feels like to me a horror icon already. And it's just this one role, I mean, but honestly, her performance is so outstanding and twisted that I just love it. But yeah, they inject his Brent's lungs with bleach, so he can't scream or yell out or anything, and they're kind of forcing him to live this sick and twisted prom night with Lola here. She's she's a princess apparently, and she's used to getting what she wants, and her dad helps her get it. And so that's the basic premise. I'm sorry, like I said, it's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling stuff, but that's literally what happens. And yeah, and a lot more twisted shit happens as well. But yeah, if you're into, there's a good amount of torture and blood and gore and stuff like that in this. So, if you're into that kind of stuff, this movie definitely has that. But really, it's just the performance by Robin McLeavy that is just like, holy shit. It is so crazy. And I guess the director told her to, read up on Jeffrey Dahmer, and also, watch movies like Carrie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Natural Born Killers, some other like Quentin Tarantino films as well, just like a lot of that kind of stuff. And she did, and she came up with this character, and I'll tell you what, I think it worked really well, mixing all that stuff together. Also, the prom dress itself is kind of paying homage to Carrie. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. The dad, played by John Brumpton, I thought he did an excellent job as Daddy. I thought he was really good. Him and his daughter have some interesting scenes together. Brent, the lead guy, is played by Xavier Samuel. I thought he did an excellent job too. And like for more than half the movie, he can't even talk anymore, but he just emotes so well. And then this kid's funny, Richard Wilson. So there's kind of this like side story going on with this kid, and his character's name is Jamie. And he's kind of like the comedic relief to break the tension from what's going on, with Lola and Brent and Daddy and all them. So it works very well for the film. And I liked it a lot. His character was kind of cracking me up the entire time. He's got excellent facial expressions and stuff without like spoiling things, but he's really funny. He worked well as the comedic relief. Yeah, and really, I think that's about all I want to say without spoiling anything. Another interesting fact is John Jarrett, who plays, the lead, killer, or he plays the main, the serial killer in Wolf Creek. He was offered the role as Daddy, but he turned it down because he didn't want to be typecast. So I thought that was very interesting. It's like, damn, man, I would have loved to have seen John Jarrett in that role, because he's just so good at playing those like menacing, twisted, kind of funny characters. I think, God, he would have been so good. Because, oh, by the way, this is an Australian film, too. So it makes sense that they would have asked him, because obviously he's an Australian actor and all that. Damn. When I read that, I was like, but honestly, the actor that played Daddy did a terrific job. He really did. So it's all right, but it's like, damn, what could have been, just thinking about that. Yeah, I think that's about it, really, guys. I just wanted to recommend this film. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but definitely go and pick this one up if you haven't seen it. It's a high recommend. And yeah, that's about it, really. So this is please, in the comments, if you have seen the film and you like it, try not to spoil anything, but let me know down below what you think of it and everything. And if you're planning on watching it or whatever. And yeah, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.